Welcome, intrepid taste buds, to the tantalizing world of hops and barley. Brace yourselves for a journey of suds and froth with Shagdog and Jammer. Witness the audacious duel between the bitter and the sweet, the fizzy and the flat. Will it be a triumphant swallow or a defiant spit? Only the beer decides in the Spit or Swallow Beer review. Brace yourselves, it's brew o'clock.
It's brew o'clock. But Shagdog wasn't ready. I thought I had another Miller High Life in the fridge, and I didn't. I said, that's okay, I got a young one in the fridge. And I didn't. So I grabbed a Miller High Life room temperature. I grabbed a bowl of ice, figured I'd twirl it in the ice for a little bit. It's not working too well. It's definitely colder than it was, but it's not cold enough, But that's okay. I'm going to drink it here in a second. Twirling my beer. Yeah, you know the thing. So I think that's probably as cold as I'm going to get it. Maybe I'll leave it sitting in there. No, it's not going to sit there perfectly. It'll end up spilling. So, oh Lord, the things I do for the beer review. Right. But anyhow, it's cold enough for me. I don't care about drinking a warm beer. It's cold enough, right? Let's do it. Miller High Life, warm Miller High Life. Should have put that as a tag, huh? And my head's coming up a little bit. I've been twirling it, but man, not bad. A little smoke coming off, surprisingly. Yeah, so this is my last beer, my last call. I can get to bed. I work tonight. Matter of fact, I go to bed around 11:30 or 12. It's now 12:08 p.m. It's past bedtime, but I figure I'd do one more for you, the viewer, and the fans. Cheers. I don't drink at the house by myself. I mean, well, as you can see, I do drink by myself. But when I drink doing beer reviews or some drinking and thinking videos. I don't sit there and drink beers, watching a movie or watch TV or listen to music. This is where I drink beers, right here in front of my camera for you. So I think you should subscribe, comment, and like, because I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for you. Cheers to you, the viewer. Any other thing trending that I can think of? I can't think of. I don't like talking politics, and I mean, not that I don't. Actually, I think there's a way to talk things out, not argue about politics. But I'm not the man to be. Hey, well, here's my point. Oh, let's hear your point. I'm not that guy. We all got good points and bad points. So I don't even like going there because I'm not an expert in that. I'm not an expert in anything. What do you call that? I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. Yeah, that's me of everything. But politics, I'm not a jack of all trades. I know a little bit. I'm not claiming to be an expert or anything. Yeah, not bad for a pretty warm beer, but it did get a little chill with my little bowl of ice, the magic bowl of ice. Yeah, I got a little chill there, so pretty good. Worked out a little bit. Probably would have been better if I had it full covered in ice, like a bigger bowl. Probably would have worked a little bit better, but that's okay. Last beer, I just want to drink a couple beers. It was a rough night at work last night. It's probably gonna be another rough one. We had like 4 or 5 people get fired. Actually, wait, 1, 2. I'm trying to count. People got fired. 4 people got fired in like the last month. And 1 person left to go get another job. So he actually gave a notice. So 5 people. We got 2 new people, but when you get new people there, it's like you don't even have anybody really. There's probably more than that we're missing that got fired and stuff because Yeah, we get new people all the time. They come and go. It's just one of those type of places. Yeah, I've been there about 3.5 years almost. Well, June would be 3.5 years. So yeah, 3 years and 4 months. Yeah, I'm dedicated, and I'm only there. I mean, I probably go get another job. Like there's one other place where a coworker went. He said another guy went there about 10 months ago. He said claims it's easy. They make about $4 more an hour. You should come over. I'm like, but the grass isn't always greener on the other side. I know that from my 53 years of existence. Can't believe everything someone says, and the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So, and then someone told me it's physically harder. I mean, this is South Carolina. I heard they only get 2 breaks in a 10-hour shift, 2 20-minute breaks. My current job, I get an hour lunch, unpaid, of course, but an hour lunch and 2 15-minute paid breaks. And pretty much most times they let it go on a 20-minute break paid. So that's pretty much like an hour and 40 minutes of breaks in a 9-hour shift. So I'm still debating whether I want to go to this other job or not. But from what I read online, it's hot. Um, I just don't know, man. I recommend to all young viewers, if there's any young viewers watching us, make sure you get a good education or at least get a good trade. Go to a trade school or something. Become a welder, a plumber, those type of things. Hard work, but you get paid well. You're needed. Uh, I'd recommend that more so than going to college because most people go to college I mean, yeah, they might get a job because they got a degree in something, but what they would get a degree in, at least half of them don't get a job in that field. Yeah. Take Jammer for instance. He has like an associate's degree in some type of computer stuff. I believe it's an associate's, might be the bachelor's. I don't know, but he's never worked a job in that field. So, yeah. I don't mean to blurt Jammer's college uh, degrees and work uh, careers out there, but I did. He'll forgive me. Now, me on the other hand, I never went to college. Did 5.5 years in the Army. Worked multiple different jobs. Worked at a juice plant as an inventory clerk. Did customer service for a long distance company for about 3.5 years. Worked for the state of Florida for about 10 years. Left. Did a little bit more customer service for a bank. And then a cell phone company for about 4 months. And then went back after about 2.5 years, back to work for the state for another 4 years. Did DoorDash full time for like 2 years, which I loved, but my car didn't love it. And now I've been working at this Fortune 500 company, but I'm not fortunate. The company is, but not me. I think it's considered a Fortune 500 company. I'm not sure. But, I'm just trying to live the dream. Ooh, just drinking and thinking. I love those green colors. Reminds me of one of my favorite hair bands, Poison. I'd have to say Poison is probably my second favorite band. I mean, I'm a hair band guy, but a lot of bands, just like most other genres of music, you might like one or two songs off each album, that type of stuff. But I have to say, Poison's first two albums, definitely, I love first two albums. Look What the Cat Dragged In and Open Up and Say Ah. The third album was pretty good too. Not as good as the first two, though. It was more polished and formulated. But yeah. So and then the fourth album with Richie Kotzen, didn't like it too much. I did like some of the songs actually, but overall, it's the fourth best album. I never really listened to Crack a Smile, so I have to listen to that someday. You figure being one of my favorite bands, I would have listened to that. I think I'd listened to it once. I just wasn't. I was like, ugh. But someone says their third best album is better than somebody says it's better than Something to Believe In. So, or Flesh and Blood, name of the album, third album. So we'll see. But my favorite band's Rat, and then Poison, and then probably I'd probably go with Skid Row, Dokken, um, and then I can't say Motley Crue. I never really liked them. I like some of their. I like Shout at the Devil, the album. Then the rest of their albums, I only like certain songs. So I wouldn't even put Motley Crue in there. Kiss, I'd put in there in my top 10. Tesla. Trying to think of some other ones. So Rat, Poison, Skid Row, Kiss, Tesla, Dokken. Trying to think of some other ones. God, I can't even say that because don't know what that was. Heard a big thump. Hope it wasn't one of my roommates falling down. All right. So, yeah, I could probably think about it if I had more time. Bon Jovi. I like Bon Jovi. The first album, only a couple songs on the first album. I did like 7,800 Degrees Fahrenheit, a good amount of songs off there. Of course, Slippery and Wet was probably the best one. And then New Jersey was pretty good, I thought. Slippery or Wet is probably their best one. And if you really like some really sleazy or glam Bon Jovi, I'd say 7,800 Degrees Fahrenheit. They're more unpolished. I mean, their songs aren't the greatest, not as good as 70 or not as good as Slippery and Wet or New Jersey, but I really like a lot of songs on there. But I do like New Jersey also. Keep the Faith was those came out 92 or something. So I mean, those are down. They're becoming more of like I'd say like a Bruce Springsteen band, or they were less about the glam and sleaze. They were trying to be mature type band, even though some of the songs were reminiscent of their older stuff. But anyhow, yeah, Bon Jovi might be in my top 10. Oh, White Lion is another one. I like White Lion. There's got to be a couple more. I just can't think of. Quiet Riot, I really loved. A lot of people only like Come On, Feel the Noise and Mental Health off Mental Health album, but I really like Slick Black Cadillac, which was somebody else originally redid that song. I didn't even know that was a remake until a couple years ago. Or maybe they had it on one of their original albums. I don't know, with Randy Rhoads. Slick Black Cadillac, Love's a Bitch. Couple other songs. I really like that album. But they went downhill after that. The Party All Night on their Critical Condition, Party All Night. And then they have Mama, We're All Crazy Now, which isn't a bad song, really. I can listen to it now. I was like, wow, that's a pretty good song. Which was another Slade song, I believe, right? Mama, We're All Crazy Now. And then QR3, I think, had the song called The Wild and the Young, which I thought was an all right song. They only had those couple of good songs on those last few albums. So, of course, Rudy Sarzo left, joined Whitesnake. I'm sure Carlos Cavazo left at one time, came back, back and forth, whatever. Anyhow, I'm going on and on about glam metal bands. I also like Night Ranger, but Night Ranger, they have some corny songs. Like, I do like Seven Wishes. album. But some of their songs on there were corny, but they're kind of like good corny, like I Will Follow You. The big hits were off that one was 4 in the Morning, Goodbye, Sentimental Street, but they had some corny songs like I Will Follow You, Interstate Love Affair, Night Machine, which is probably one of their heaviest songs on that album. Seven Wishes was a pretty good song, actually. The title track for the album, yeah. Uh, Faces was another one. Pretty good. I like that album by them. The two albums before that one, I know some of the songs off those albums, but I don't think I ever really listened to the whole albums, or I only did once or twice back when they first came out. But I do like Night Ranger. A lot of people wouldn't consider them a hair band, but I do. They're verge of like old arena rock, kind of going into hair band, like in between there. The Journeys and the Bostons and all that kind of stuff, and then hair bands, and then Night Rangers, kind of like in the middle of that. That's how I would place Night Ranger, actually, because they're kind of hard too. They did have some hard rock songs like "Rockin' America." You can still rock in America, and what the hell's the other one they had back in the early days? It was a pretty hard rocking one. Um, Don't Tell Me You Love Me. Don't tell me you love me. Don't tell me. I mean, for the time, 82, 83, whatever year that song came out, pretty hard rocking. I think it might have been 83, 84. It could have been, I don't know. But there was some pretty hard rocking songs. But then it had the mellower stuff too. So it was like, that's why I'm going to put them between the Journey, the Bostons, those type of bands, and then the hair bands, Night Rangers, like right in the middle. It's like a Night Ranger praying for the forces of both sides. Whatever. White Lion, like them. Some of their songs, I really liked the that Pride, When the Children Cry, Wait, Tell Me, All You Need Is Rock and Roll. That album was my favorite album by White Lion. So the next two, I did like Little Fighter off the next album, but there's only like one or two songs I liked off the next album. Then the third one was okay, but too many slow songs on there too. But yeah. Anyhow, I'm done with this beer. It's nightlife, graveyard shift, Miller High Life time. Time to get to bed. We'll see you on the next one. Spit or Swallow Beer Review. Drinking and Thinking. Brought to you by mytruereview.com. And we'll see you on the next one. Shag Dog.